Number 5. This man was running down the highway on his daily jog when all of a sudden, a tire came flying out of a car. The tire hit the man and threw him onto the road. When he got up, a truck was going his direction, and he screamed while shutting his eyes. But when he opened them, the truck was gone. It had actually passed by him already, and he only saw a car's headlight in front of him. Luckily, he's alive, with minor injuries from his 3 broken ribs from the tire injury. Number 4. This woman was on the train when all of a sudden, 2 levitating men showed up in front of it. They just stood there. She then saw the train was about to hit them, so she took off her heels and broke the window. She leaped out, but not before the train was crushed by the 2 men. It looked like, and I quote, 2 slinkies being pushed together. However, the slinkies were being pushed together by a hydraulic press. Wow, that sounds scary. Number 3. My friend was walking down the road the other day when he saw a group of armed robbers leaving the bank which he worked at. He was heading over there, but when he saw this, he turned around and walked away. Wow, what a close experience with death. Had he not turned around that day, I'm sure he would have most definitely died. Number 2. Elizabeth Grace Gardner was a hardworking construction worker until she was almost turned into a pancake. When operating the machine, she had walked under it to see why it wasn't picking up the brick wall. However, when she went under to inspect the wire, snapped and came crashing down on her. Luckily, due to her intensive workout, she lifted the 2-ton wall and threw it to the side. However, I wouldn't want to imagine what could have happened if she hadn't seen the wall falling onto her. Before we get into the number 1 spot, my name is Spoolmad, and I'm a YouTuber. Subscribe. Number 1. A clown named Bozo was doing his usual job entertaining at a children's birthday party. He had done this hundreds of times before, but this time was different. The children weren't laughing at his usual jokes and routines. He had tried all his tricks, but they just wouldn't laugh. One kid even told Bozo that people only laughed at him because they felt bad. Bozo did not take this lightly and grabbed the birthday boy's father's chainsaw from within the shed, came back with it ready to do some damage. He was running at the kids and adults when the police were called. He hopped the fence and fell over the chainsaw in hand. When he landed, the back of the chainsaw landed on his head and turned it off. It had flipped over after that and hit him on the head. Luckily, it had turned itself off when it hit his head. It only gave him a scratch. Thankfully, no one was fatally injured except the birthday boy's father, but it must have been horrifying for Bozo when the chainsaw bounced off his head and he thought he was about to get sliced. Luckily for Bozo, it had turned itself off. The moral of this video is to subscribe to Spoolmad.